He'll bring it out. It's hooked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And that kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually, you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw on that play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Mills. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. There he goes. Past the 20. And he's slipped on the ground, and he'll catch it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play on the defensive end.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! Slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's close. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. top. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that car backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first... Oh, he's got some space.
As much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He's got it inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw again. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tiger. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Mills. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. He's now got 78 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before
this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
How many first downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Got the first down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll try to do it himself. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gonna run it, it's Kane. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 6 over Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. It's Mills. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Power football with the run. There he goes. Picks up the first down. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Bomber, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Holds and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Husker! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's hooked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
Wants to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Now they'll run it on the toss. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, sometimes it just gets... passers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off-play action on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw for it. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Turning it on. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get third down and short, a lot of defenses thinking run. They got fourth down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up first and goal.
Okay, Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal.
Get set, get set.
Try to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Try to get it to the edge. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. Man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Completes it in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The corners are walked up tight. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
Here we go. Set.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And they will score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Ready?
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
3:25.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Down the seam on the left. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.